Hi, my name is Chris Saunders-Stowe of Really Good Fitness, and we've teamed up with Disability Horizons to bring you 6 weeks of exercise workouts to start the new year. The idea of this is to improve your overall fitness, to improve your range of movement and flexibility, and help with coordination and motor skills. Now, hopefully from this you're going to want to do a little bit more exercise. It may give you the confidence to start doing a little bit of exercise either at home or by going to your local leisure centre or gym. But whether you're taking part in this video or whether you're taking part in exercise anywhere else, it's always important to make sure you're fit and healthy in order to do that exercise. So you need to consider things such as anything a doctor has said to you that you should not take part in exercise. So if you have things like high blood pressure or heart condition, if you may be pregnant, or dizzy spells, all those types of things. If a doctor or your GP has said you should not proceed with exercise without checking, then please check with your GP or doctor first, because it is important. Exercise is good for you, but there's always a risk when you're doing something new, elevating your heart rate and putting your body through the extra stress that it may not be used to, that you may cause some problems. Okay, so if you're unsure or if doing any of this exercise you feel discomfort, then please get it checked out, because you know your body better than anybody. Now, on the subject of how you feel, it's very difficult sometimes to understand the difference between a good pain and a bad pain. So quite often when we do exercise, usually 24 hours to 48 hours later, you may actually find you start to ache. So if we're doing lots of exercises with the arms, pulling them up and down, you might get aches in the tops of the arms. And that is to a degree normal. It's because you've exercised and you've worked muscles and so they are tired or they're repairing. But then there's the other pain where you've actually done damage. And over time, hopefully you'll understand the difference between a good pain and a bad pain. If anything is ever bad, always get it checked out, okay? Don't ignore it, don't continue with the exercises, get it checked out. But don't be afraid if the next day or a couple of days after you're tired, you ache, it could well be a very good thing. The other thing to bear in mind as well is doing exercise, it will increase your appetite. And that's good because you want to increase your appetite. It shows you've worked hard and it shows you've burnt off some calories. But what is important is then that you eat the right things. Now, I'm not a qualified nutritionist, so it's not really my area to tell you what you should and shouldn't be eating. But we don't need a qualification to know that there are healthy things out there to eat and there are bad things to eat. So try and be prepared if you do get hungry after exercise to eat healthy foods. Rather than snacking on biscuits and crisps and things like that. They're there, they're ready, they'll fill that hole, but they're not actually going to do you any good. So you might do all this exercise, burn off some calories, and then you eat the worst thing possible, which just puts you back to where you were. So speak to your GP if you don't know anything about nutrition or you need some advice on good nutrition, and start thinking about that and putting a plan in action that can help you if you're looking to lose weight and get healthier, both through your diet as well as physical exercise. Now, the way we're going to do this over the next 6 weeks is today is going to be a gentle sort of exercise program, getting you in touch with your body and understanding how it moves. And then next week, we're going to do a little bit of aerobic activity, which is similar to what we're doing today, but faster. And we're also going to do some resistance exercises. So for that, you need some weights. So hopefully a week's notice to get something together is enough. But don't think you've got to rush out there and spend a lot of money on expensive equipment. Okay, so when it comes to dumbbells, there are several different types around. You've got something like this, which is a rubber-ended dumbbell, and you've got the metal grip in which to hold. These are really good, they look smart, but one thing to bear in mind is the metal is always cold. So if you're not very good circulation-wise, you might not want to consider the metal. Okay. Another one, different weights and different sizes, is the coated sort of neoprene rubber. Now this is quite nice because it gives you a little bit of grip. They're much easier to keep clean as well. You can give them a good wash, and they come in a variety of weights. So these are little half kilos. This one I've just shown you is a 1 kilo. We can go up to a 2 kilo and keep going. And so you can choose what it is you think you need. And you can buy them in sets or you can buy them in pairs of one particular weight. So you might find it's cheaper to buy a set of a 1 kilo, 2 kilo and a 3 kilo. You can get them from supermarkets, you can get them online. It's a lot of choice, you don't need to spend a lot of money. Now, if in the meantime you can't get any or you don't have the money to spend on such things, there are alternatives. And here is one good alternative, a tin of sweet corn. And obviously there are many brands you can buy. They are chunkier than dumbbell, but you can hold them in your hand and you've got that resistance and that weight. You can then move up from your tin of sweet corn up to a tin of soup, which is a little bit heavier, so you've got that weight. So that's a good way of seeing you through it, or if you're on a very tight budget. And also, I don't have with me to show you, but you can also get wrist weights, and they again come in like 0.5 kilos, 1 kilo weights, and they're made of soft fabric that's filled with beads of a different weight, and you strap them around your wrist if you have issues with grip, or if you don't have the fingers to actually grip with, or a condition that means it's uncomfortable for you to grip. So you can attach those to your wrists, and again you've got that resistance to do those movements. Okay, so explore the options. There's lots of information online on the types of weights, but those little weights, you're looking at what they tend to refer to as studio dumbbells or studio weights. And as I say, look into the different prices and around. Don't spend a lot of money, you don't need to. You can pick some of these basic weights up from $2.99, $3.99 upwards. Okay. So again, before we start, with this being the first one, I wanted to sort of explain a few things. The other workouts we'll be doing, I won't be waffling as much, so don't worry, we will be getting on with a lot more work. But I want you to try and understand your body a little bit. Now, often we're told about posture, and good posture is to lift up nice and tall, and you pull the tummy area tight, you take your shoulders back. Now, for some people, depending on your physical abilities, you may find this is your natural posture. But the same still applies. You still want to lift up as tall as your body will allow, even if you are leaning to the side, because you're still engaging all the core muscles. So a good way to get that tall upright posture is to take a deep breath in. And as you breathe in, you lift your body up nice and tall, pull the tummy in tight, and as you breathe out, try and hold that upright posture. And that is a good posture. Okay, and you want to try and keep thinking of that throughout the day, throughout the things you're doing. When you're sat down in particular, it's very easy to slowly relax into the back of your seat or your chair, and slowly your back starts to curve. So again, lifting up nice and tall is good throughout the day, not just for exercise. And as we're working through the body, take your right arm forwards and just place your hand on your forearm, clench the fist and open it. And you'll feel the movement in your forearm of those muscles. So when you're gripping with the hand, you can feel the movement here. When we move up into the upper arm, bending through the elbow, place the hand here onto your bicep, clench your hand into a fist. As you bring the arm up, you should feel that muscle contracting up and down through your arm. Okay, so straight away we know, as you do when we've got our weights and we want to bring them up, that's where you want to feel that movement. So imagine in your mind that muscle that you're moving when you're doing that exercise. If we bring the arm out to the side, so take your right arm down by the side, place the hand just on the top of the shoulder, and as you bring the arm up and down, you'll feel the movement in the muscles at the top and down. So anywhere we're working, if you're not sure what it is you're trying to achieve, put your hand there, feel what that movement is, what part of your body is contracting, and then hopefully you'll understand a little bit more than what we're trying to achieve. Okay, so check that posture again, take a deep breath in, hold it up nice and tall as you breathe out, and then again take a second deep breath in, and as you breathe out, keep nice and tall. And now we're in a good posture. Bring your arms down to the sides, and we're going to start first of all with our shoulder exercise. So keep the arms as relaxed as you can, and we're using that top muscle at the top where I've just mentioned about putting your hand, and we're going to squeeze the shoulders up and push down, reach into the floor, squeezing up and down, up again, pushing down, squeeze up, and down. Now just loosen the shoulders slightly, loosen up your fingers as well, and then lower the shoulders down, take another breath in, breathe out, keep nice and tall, and then we're going to squeeze the shoulders up again. So 4 again, so up, up, push down, and up, up, down. 2 more, squeeze up, down, and up. Now we're going to bring the arms forwards. Turn the palms down, reach forwards, and down, and up, down. Lengthen the arms nice and long as you're reaching forwards, so you're stretching the backs of your shoulders. You should be feeling at the back of the shoulders, you reach forwards, back to that shoulder lift, squeeze up, up, push down to the floor, and squeeze, and down. 2 to go again, up, and down. 1 more, squeeze, and then bring the arms forwards again, reaching up, and down, and up, down. Check you're still nice and tall. Squeeze that tummy in tight, putting it right in tight and up. Back to that shoulder squeeze. So up, up, down. 3 to go. Squeeze. Now as we're going through these, we're warming and loosening up the joints. So slowly it should get a little bit easier. And up. Back to that front raise again. Reaching forwards. Down. And forwards, down. Stretch your fingers as well as you're reaching forwards. Make sure you stay nice and tall as well, lifting up as you come forwards. And down. Now bring your shoulders up, roll them back and down. Squeezing up, back, pulling right through the shoulders. You're trying to get a circle up, back, down, and round, and up, back, down. This time reach back with the arms, so push the palms back and down. As you're reaching back, lift yourself up nice and tall as well. And as you're reaching back, you're trying to stretch along the front of the arm. 1 more, back. Same again, let's roll the shoulders. So up, back, down, and round. Up, back, down, and round. Up, back, down. 1 to go. And up, back, down into those reaches. So back as far as you can and down, and back, and down. Check you're still nice and tall, pulling tight in the tummy area, and down. 1 to go. Back. Now just the right shoulder, squeeze it up and down. Now to your left shoulder, squeeze, and down. Back to that right shoulder. And down, left shoulder. Now we're going to take the arms out to the side. Turn the palms in towards you, reach up, up and down. Now as you take those arms out, reach nice and wide as if you're trying to touch the sides of your room and you're trying to create a nice straight line across the body and up. Back to that right shoulder only, squeezing up, up, down. Left shoulder, squeeze, and down, and again right shoulder squeeze, and down, left shoulder squeeze, back to those arms out to the sides, reaching out nice and wide, and down. If it helps, breathe in on the way up, and it helps lift that body nice and tall, and out, and down. 1 to go, out again, back to that shoulder, right one, so squeeze, push down to the floor, left shoulder squeeze, and down, back to that right shoulder, squeeze, down, 1 more, squeeze, out with the arms again, reaching out a little bit wider, and down, and out, and down, 2 to go, out, down, and 1 more time. Now we want to bend the right arm at the elbow, pull it up, back and round. So you're stretching the front of the shoulders, you bring the arm back. You're pulling through the back of the shoulders, you bring the arm forwards. And then you're using the top muscle in your shoulders, you bring it up and round. And change your left arm, same again, bend at the elbow, up, back, down and round and up. Keep the wrist nice and relaxed and your hand relaxed, because the tighter you grip, the more you restrict that movement in your shoulder. And up, back. Now it's going to feel really tight, both arms together. So up, back, down, and round, and up, back, down, and round. 2 more, back, down, and round. 1 to go. That's good. Now just shake it out, loosen up. You may, if you're not used to exercise, you may be feeling this already. You might feel a little bit warm, a little bit tight in your shoulders, or you might get a little bit of weight down in the forearms if you're not used to holding that position. That's all fine, don't worry. So we're going to go through those again, but we're going to try and put them in a little bit more of a combination of everything. So we can do our shoulder lift, we can take the arms forwards, we can go straight back to the shoulders, backwards, do a whole combination. So again, check you're still nice and tall. Take your breath in. As you breathe out, hold the body nice and tall and squeeze the shoulders up. Push down and up and down and up. Down, 1 to go, up, into 4 front raises, take the arms forwards, reaching up, up, down, down, stretching nice and long in the arms, and down, 2 more, up, and down, 1 to go, get ready to roll the shoulders, keep the arms nice and straight and relaxed, and up, back, down, and round, up, back, down, round, 2 more, up, back, down, round, up, back. We're going to take the arms back into our kickbacks, so reaching back as far as you can go, slowly lower, and back, stretch your fingers through the forearms as well, 2 more, back, and down, 1 to go, get ready, 1 shoulder first, right one, squeezing up, up, down, down, left, down, right shoulder, up, up, down, left shoulder, up. Get ready to take those arms out to the side, palms down, reaching out, down, and out, down, 2 more, out, down, and out, down, and then just loosen up, shake it out. Okay. So we're going to put that together even quicker this time. So we're going to join 2 moves together. So what we're going to do, we're going to do our shoulder lift, front raise, shoulder lift, front raise. There's a little bit more going on there with coordination and motor skills. Same moves, 4 of everything. So again, check your posture. Make sure you're nice and tall. Breathe in, lift up, hold that tummy in tight. And then pull the shoulders slightly back and relaxed. Okay, here we go. Nice and tall. And up with the shoulders, down, reach forwards, and up, up, down, reaching forwards, and up, down, back to the shoulders again, squeezing up, up, down, reach forwards, and forwards, down, 1 more, squeezing up, down, reach forwards, and up. Same again, both shoulders together, squeezing up, up, down, reach back, and push, push, down, squeeze up again, up, up, down, reach back, 2 to go, and again, squeeze, and higher this time if you can, slowly increasing that range as you're doing those movements, and down, and up, up, down, and back, back, down. Roll the shoulders this time, so up, back, down, lift the arms out to the side and reach, 2, down, 2, and up, back, down, and round, and reach, and down, and again, so up, back, down, reach, and out, and down. 1 more, so up, back, down, and reach. We're going to do a single of everything this time, so up, down, reach, down, up, down, reach, down, up, down, reach. 1 more. Same again, reaching back, so lifting up, down, back, down, and up, down, back, and up, down, back, 1 to go, up, down, get ready to roll your shoulders again, so up and round and out, and down, and round, and out, and down, and round, out again, and down. One more, so round, and lift, and down. Well done, loosen it up. Hopefully you kept with those. So by picking that speed up, we work our body a little bit harder. And this is what we're going to do as we progress. When we do some of the aerobic side, those moves will get quicker, and then they'll start to elevate our heart rate. So what we're going to do now is take that breath in again. And relax as you breathe out. We want to take the right arm forwards. Take it across the body. Use your left arm where you can to pull. If you're only able to do the one arm, reach out with the hand. You're trying to stretch across the back of the shoulder. Keep it nice and tall. Keep that shoulder down nice and low. Changing sides, take your left arm across. Same again, gently pulling, keeping the shoulder down. Pull across, reach out with the hands where you need to stretch all the way down the arm, maybe into the back of that shoulder. And then bring the arm over. We're going to do tricep stretch. We're going to bring the right arm forward, lift up to the ceiling, turn the palm back and then bend at the elbow to reach down to your shoulder blades. Use your other arm where you can to ease the arm back or support it at the bottom. If you're flexible enough already, bring the hands together behind your back. You're trying to stretch the muscle down here, which is your tricep. So if you can't reach it down, walk your fingers down your back and it'll help pull the hand back a little bit further. Change over, left arm, reaching up, reaching back, ease and get that stretch down into your tricep. Keeping nice and tall throughout as well. Posture's always important. And then as you bring this arm over, bring both arms forwards. Take them out to the side at shoulder height with your palms facing forward. As you ease back, you get this stretch along the top of your shoulder and you'll feel it cross into the chest as well. Hold it there for a few seconds, reaching back, reaching out. And then relax, bring the arms forwards. Take them out again, but this time as you take them out, turn the palms away. It moves that stretch a little bit into the upper part of your arm as well as into the shoulder. Now you may find you're already here because you can't move them any further back because you're tight. That's good. Keep it going. Hopefully over time they'll get further back. But what you want to avoid doing is dropping the arms down here because it's so much easier to go back without getting the stretch. So always aim for that sort of shoulder height if you can. And then relax the arms down and loosen up your shoulders. Again, check you're still nice and tall. We want to loosen up a little bit on the top of the neck. More of a stretch than a loosen. But we want to gently tip the head over to the right and then push down your left shoulder by reaching down with the hand. And hopefully you'll feel a stretch somewhere along here. You may feel the whole area stretching because it's tight. Or you may only feel it a little bit in the neck or perhaps the top of the arm. And then relax the shoulder, relax the head. Change over to the left, same again, pushing over, pushing down on the shoulder, feel it there. And for me, I'm a lot tighter on this side, so I can't take my head over as far. Relax, come back to normal. Again, take the head over to the right, push down the left shoulder again. You can do 3 of these all together, but the final one will be assisted. So come back to upright, take the head over to the left, push down the right shoulder. Upright again, and this time take your head over to the right, push down the left shoulder and take your right hand, if you can, very gently, just ease the head a little bit to increase that stretch down the side. Don't take it too far where it's uncomfortable. You just want to feel that little bit of a stretch, and that stretch should feel like a gentle pull. And then change over, back to nice and tall first, take the head over to the left, push down the right shoulder, again very gently assist that pull onto the neck. Come back to upright. So loosen your shoulders up by giving them a nice roll. And we're going to move to the middle of our body now. So again, posture first, take your breath in, lift up nice and tall. And we want to try and loosen up the lower part of the back and our pelvis. Now to do this, imagine as somebody stood behind you and they've put a belt or a band around your waist and they're pulling you back. So the tummy area comes in and you push your back and your pelvis down. Now I'm going to turn around to show you. So for me, because my seat lowers quite a bit, I have to move forwards and then I pull the tummy in tight and I push myself down. So I'm getting that little bit of a curve of a C through my body. I'm trying not to roll the shoulders forward, so I'm coming up and then pushing down. Breathing in, imagine somebody's pulling me up with a rope to lift up nice and tall. Breathing out again, coming back down. And up again. 2 more, I'm going to turn now, so coming down again, nice and low. Squeeze the tummy in tight. Back to upright. And then down one more time, pushing down into your seat. If it helps, imagine there's a ball or balloon behind you and you're trying to crush it or burst it with the lower part of your back at the top of your pelvis. Breathe in, come back to upright. Take your right arm, lift it up as high as you can go. By reaching up, you're wanting to feel a stretch all the way down the side of the body. So if you try to reach to touch the ceiling, and then we're trying to flex through the middle of our body. So what we don't want to do is just drop the shoulder down. We want to keep nice and tall, flex over. Imagine you're being blown in the wind, and then reach up to the ceiling, or imagine you're trying to stretch to a top shelf. So that stretch may come down in the arm, down the side of your body. If you're not feeling it, bring the arm slightly further forwards of the head. I am aware my hand is out of the picture, but I'm bringing my hand and my arm further forwards of my head. And the arm over and down, changing sides, left arm, reaching up again, and lift your body up nice and tall, flexing over, reaching nice and high. And again, bring the arm over, and we want to bring the arms forwards at shoulder height. Take them out to the side, but as you take them out to the side, turn the palms down and hold the arms out as straight as you can go. We're going to rotate through the middle of the body. So rotate around to the right, back to the centre, rotate to the left, back to the centre, out to the right, centre, back to the left, back in, and then bring your arms down, loosen them up. We're going to do the same again. So again, check you're still nice and tall, pull the tummy in tight, push the tummy down into the seat, and then breathe in to come to upright, nice and tall. Pushing down again, and up. Two more, pushing down, and up. One to go, down again. And then this time as you come to upright, we want to bring the left arm across the body. Keep it relaxed and comfortable. Okay, then we're going to rotate through the tummy area, taking the head and shoulders around. So you'll get a stretch in the area that's down here between your shoulder blades and the top of your hips. So the whole of the middle of the back coming round. Now what you want to make sure you're doing is pulling your tummy in tight. As we go round, we naturally try and push it out. But we want to keep that core engaged as we take it round. And then slowly come back to the front. Changing arms, so now the right arm, same again, rotating round, keeping nice and tall in the upper body, trying to keep the head and shoulders in line as you take them round. And then back to the front, over again, so the left arm rotating through the middle, take the head and shoulders round to the right. And this time we hold that stretch in place, and we're going to develop it by taking it further. So take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, take that body around a little bit further because it gives you that little bit of extra room and an extra bit of manoeuvre through the muscles. Slowly come back to the front, change to the right arm, same again, rotate around to the left. Take it around as far as you can comfortably go. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, take that stretch around that little bit further. And then slowly come back to the front. Bring the hands onto your lap, turning the palms in. So you want to allow the elbows to bend and allow the shoulders to flex. Keep the tummy tight, your back nice and straight. Now imagine your hands actually are just in the air. And what you're trying to do is flex forwards from your back. So again, I'm going to just turn to show you. So you're trying to flex from the hips here, coming down towards your knees. Now you want to keep that back nice and straight. You want to avoid arching your back where possible. So you allow yourself to come forwards and then push up through the hands and the arms to lift your body weight up. So from the front, you just place the hands, relax the arms coming down, and then push up through the arms, your feet at the top of the chest, and lift your body weight up. Down again, make sure that tummy stays nice and tight. Push up through the arms. And then one more, coming down again. Pushing up. Now take your left hand, place it on the right hand, rotate diagonally so you're now facing diagonally across your knees. Same again, but on that slight angle, coming across to the knee, pushing up through the arms, coming down again, pushing up through the arms. Two more. So down again, keep that tummy nice and tight. Make sure that back is nice and straight, as straight as it is can be for yourself. Down again. This time as we come to upright, separate the hands. Back down the centre, so come down for one. And as you come up, bring your right hand across to the left. Rotate diagonally across the knees. Coming down again on that slight angle. And up. 3 to go. Coming down again. And up. 2 more. Coming down. And up. And then 1 to go. Down, forwards again. And then this time as you come to upright, bring your arms up to shoulder height. Bent at the elbows. And keep them all fixed in place. We're going to rotate through the middle again. So take your body around to the right as far as you can go. Come back to the front. Take it around to the left. Forwards again, round to the right. And then forwards, round to the left. And then bring the arms forwards. Bring them down to shake it all out. And then a couple of final stretches. We're going to take the right arm forwards again. Take it across the body. Use your other arm where you can to pull, keeping that shoulder low like we did at the beginning. Bring that arm over, changing sides. Left arm, same again, pulling across. Keep it nice and comfortable. And we get over. Take your right arm, lift your whole body up as high as you can go. Flexing over, reaching to stretch a little bit further than you did before if you can. And this time as we bring the arm over, turn your palm in towards you, place your left hand on the hip, make sure you stay nice and tall, flexing down towards the floor. Now again, you're flexing through the spine rather than just lowering the shoulders, so keep nice and tall, flexing down, coming back to upright. With the left arm, reach up to the ceiling, lift the whole body tall, flex over as strong as much as you can get. Bring the arm over, turning the palm in towards you, right hand on the hip, flexing down towards the floor. And as you come back to upright, bring your right arm forwards, lift the palm up. You want to use the whole of the hand then to pull your palm back. Keep the arm nice and straight. You want that stretching to the wrist or through the palm and the fingers. Now if you can't use 2 hands or it's uncomfortable for you to hold that arm up, place it down on your leg and push through the palm to get that stretch into your wrist. And then lower the palm down, tuck your thumb in, curl it into a fist, lower it down and under, so you can see from the sides all curled under. Gently again with the other arm pull. Now this is a little tiny stretch because it can be quite uncomfortable. So you're stretching into the forearm. The more you squeeze your hand, the more you will feel it. And again, if you wish to, you can push down on the leg, but keep it in a short range. You can go too far with this one being a short stretch. And then relax, change to the left arm, same again, hand forwards. Use the other hand where you can to pull the palm back, or again push down on your leg, whichever is more suitable for yourself. And then same again, thumb, curling the fingers, lower the hand down, gently pull under, or push down. These 2 stretches actually are very, very good if, like myself, you use a wheelchair, if you use crutches or sticks, because we naturally grip our hands very tightly. Back out, and by stretching the wrist it allows a little bit more free movement. So just loosen yourselves up and then just relax into a comfortable position. So that's your first workout. It's a little bit of an introduction into it, and so hopefully you've enjoyed it. You may have found it hard, you may have found it easy. If you found it hard, do try and persevere. Try and do it as many times as you can throughout the next week, preferably every other day, or if you feel able to do it every day, that's great, but don't overdo it. You need to allow your body to recover, especially if you're not used to exercise. Next week, as I say, we're going to try and use the dumbbells. We're going to do some of the moves we've already just done, but we're going to incorporate some new ones, and we're going to take it up a level to aerobic activity. In a sense, when we move a lot quicker, we elevate our heart rate, but hopefully this session, and if you repeat it throughout the week, it will give you a little bit of time to get used to those movements and feeling your body. So what we've done today is part of the WheelFlex DVD. So that's our Gentle Mobility DVD, which is available to win on the competition that Disability Horizons has running at the moment. So don't forget to enter the competition and see if you can win a chance to get that DVD. So until next Friday, Keep on exercising, look after yourselves, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.